Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody to the February meeting of the Brew Robotics Club. I usually like to start the meeting by asking who's here for the first time. Wonderful, wonderful. So as a way of introduction, probably the most important thing is where do they hide the restrooms? You see the sign there with the exit over it? You go through that door and just to the right, and that's where the restrooms are, okay? Okay, my name is Wayne Gremlick, and I am the president of the club here. And I'll tell you kind of what the lay of the land is here. We try to be a very child-friendly club here, so our show and tell is at the beginning of the meetings because that seems to be the most interesting thing for the children. We're going to be making some changes to the show and tell here. I'll explain those a little bit shortly. After that, we have a very small break, so if people have to take their children home, they can do so, and no problems. Now, after that, we have a little bit, we're going to do our club business right before the main talk, and then we do our talk, do question and answer, and then finish that off by doing what we call random access, which is a bunch of us just go around and talk to one another. And pretty promptly at 10 o'clock, we get kicked out because the security people have other things to do. So that's kind of the lay of the land in terms of the agenda for tonight. This presentation is completely free. You're welcome. If you want to join the club, you've come here a few times, what you do is you talk to Osmond here and he will help you sign up. The club dues when you sign up are, for this year, are $10. And that's for either a family or an individual. Okay? We're trying to be family friendly here. Okay. We're going to do some changes to show and tell starting tonight. First, there are going to be little numbers, okay? And the pretty blue numbers are for the children who want to demonstrate their robot. We want them to go first because sometimes the parents have to take them home sooner. K through 6th grade, yeah, you get the idea. And we're going to do them in number order. Osmond will be helping to hand these out. And then for everybody else, we're going to be handing out the white numbers, and we're going to be doing those in order. And what we're going to do is we're going to be doing setup over here. You wonder what our club dues pay for? Well, they pay for the next pair of wireless microphones that we have to pick up. So we now have 3 working wireless, and the 4th one's in the mail. Okay. So that's step 1. Is we're now going to try and number the show and tell for the sequencing. In addition, we're going to try and be a little more strict on the timing. So we'd like you to try and do the presentation in about 3 minutes. People have questions afterwards. We won't have any limit on the amount of time for questions, but that's the basic concept. We were here last time. Show and tell went on for quite a while last time. We're trying to tighten it up a little. In addition, when you're doing a show and tell, we'd like it if it's something new. If you're just showing the same robot, nothing's changed. Maybe you should skip it and do it every other time. So people like to see some new stuff in the show and tell. Well, let's see. What else? Oh yeah. And the other thing is, this is a homebrew club. We actually want to see robots that you built, and we're a little less interested in people bringing in a robot that they bought off the shelf and show it, just so you folks know. Okay. That's all I can think about for the show and tell.
Are you staging?
Okay, so this is where we're going to stage. We need to start handing out. So, how many children robots? Oh, question.
When you're talking about people bringing their robots up without making changes, you're referring to adults and children.
Both, actually.
You're expecting children to change their robots every month?
Well, they don't have to change them every month, but we don't have to show the same robot every other month.
There's new people in the meeting who might appreciate this.
We're trying to, we do that alternate months is what we're proposing here. You can talk to me afterwards. We're just trying to make sure that people aren't seeing the same robot over and over again. Okay. So let's start handing out the things. How many children robots do we have? You do Kentucky Pride? So, let's do them. Who else? Is Shiloh here tonight? No. We only have one kid tonight? Amazing. Okay. Come on up. What?
You know, show of hands for adults.
So let's see how many adults we're going to do tonight. Adults, please, raise your hand. Come
Who has a
on.
robot to show tonight?
Please. So, Boris, who else? You want to talk about yours, don't you? So, 10 number? We had like 30 or 40 robots last time, folks. It was a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Who else? We're only going to have 3 robots tonight? Okay, let's bring up Kentucky Pride. And what's the name of your robot?
KFC bot,
KFC bot.
and this is the SD card shield, the microcontroller, the battery pack, the breadboard. Here's the wires, and I don't know what that one's called. I think it's a capacitor, servos, speaker, and cover. And that's all. Oh, and the servos are parallax. Oh my God. And this lights up right here. Okay, now I'm going to show it. If you have any questions, please ask. It's also got sound right here. And you will also follow the light with the light sensor. It's trying to follow the light right here instead of the flashlight. Oh my God. Now it's doing it.
It's really bright here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. What's your name again?
KFC bot.
Your name?
Luca.
Luca. Okay. Thank you very much, Luca. Very good. There was another kid robot right here.
I shortened it up.
Come on down.
Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Alright. Here's your microphone back.
This is a Lego machine gun. So yeah.
Okay. And what's your name?
Andy,
Andy. And tell us about your robot.
the second.
Your robot, yeah. Technical difficulties. So who's first on the adult robot? Who's got adult 1? You can start queuing up over here. Where's Boris? 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 You're next. Come on down. Ready? Come on over here.
Try and get it.
We're going to try again next time.
Don't be discouraged.
Boris, don't be discouraged. Come on back. Yeah. So I'd like to introduce Boris. I won't try her last name one more time. But Boris is the latest member of our club to get an article published in Servo. Yay! So how many of us have published articles in Servo? Excellent. Most excellent. So you're welcome to the club.
Okay, that's great.
Hear me? Yes. Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Boris, as you probably know now. And I am going to compete in the following, this year's following Magellan at RoboGames. And this is how my robot looks. Has a GPS and a compass, and that's really all it has. But I'm planning to use the minimum amount of sensors to actually complete the challenge. So all I have to do now is write the software, which I have a month to do. And I hope I write it in that time. If I don't, I'll just do something. I don't know. Okay, that's all.
How many people here do not know what Robo Magellan is? Okay. Robo Magellan is a contest created by the Seattle Robotics Society. It's meant to be a mini DARPA challenge. Okay. I won't explain what DARPA challenge was, but basically the goal of the Robo Magellan is to drive across rough outdoor terrain and touch the cone. It's actually quite hard. And how many people here have successfully touched the cone? I know Brandon has. Okay. Ted has. Who else? Cam has touched the cone. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty hard stuff, folks. Okay. So that's what Robo Magellan is. So just for those who don't know. Okay. Now for the next one, this robot isn't mobile, so we have to turn and look at him. This is Mark. And we're going to wire you up, Mark, because otherwise nobody can hear you.
Okay. Hi. This is on my second meeting, so the last meeting I was showing off the face recognition features on my robot. So for this meeting, I thought I'd show off the animatronic part of him. Yeah. His name is Maxwell. He's a humanoid android head. He has 5 motors: 2 to move the head, 2 to move the eyes, 1 to move the jaw. And I built him to look, like a stereotypical robot I thought should look like. The joystick. So the joystick moves the head around, yeah. Assuming I don't have. And you can type in. Ordinarily, you'd be able to hear him clearly enough. I'll figure that out later. Anyway, so the joystick moves the head. Joystick moves the head around. Somebody's come disconnected. The joystick moves the head around. The program that's on screen, you can type in whatever arbitrary dialogue you want. The program does the speech synthesis of the text. And as the speech synthesizer is running, it's looking at the different pieces from the text and using a lookup table to move the jaw to. If it was working, the jaw would be moving open to the different spots of text. So it's a real-time synchronization of the jaw motor and the speech that it's saying. Yeah. So that's Maxwell. No.
Repeat the question.
No, he's asking if I'm using IR for my wireless joystick, and no, the joystick's RF. Probably dead batteries.
We always blame the batteries.
Clearly. Yeah. Any other questions?
Okay. Are there any more robots for people who
Thanks very
are
much.
late? So it's just 4 robots tonight. Well, gosh. I'm really hesitant to throw this thing up here. I showed this last time. This is the robot that we're going to be using for the HPRC club robot. It's actually not in very good shape at the moment. I've been working on it at home. I just sort of, as I was running out the door, I grabbed it and said, I'll bring it along. We've had 2 identical classes, one on Wednesday night at the HBR SIG. For those of you who don't know, the HBR SIG stands for Special Interest Group. I don't really know why it was called Special Interest Group, but that's what it's called. It's basically a meeting where we don't have much of an agenda. And anyhow, I had a class, and there were about 20 plus people in the class, and we built basically a little platform that had something called an Arduino and a proto board, and at the end of the class, everybody was able to blink their LED. How many people here were in the class? I see a few of them. Okay, so next time, the next class, which is going to be in 3 to 4 weeks, we're going to be building the rest of this platform, which will be using these gear motors and brackets. And yes, this is a cut-off portion of a roll-on deodorant bearing. We're inventive here in Homebrew. Along those lines, we're probably going to be opening up to the club as a whole the ability to tailgate on the order for some of these motors and wheels. So watch the mail list. The order will be going out on Monday. Yes? I cannot hear you. Louder.
What's the friction like at the castle?
It's pretty low. You can come by and try it out. It's nice. So In addition, after the class, there'll be people doing some upgrades. I have one of my Raspberry Pi boards bolted on here, but that's not part of this class. That comes later. How many people are going to be interested in tailgating on for some of the GM3 motors and wheels? Allen, Seal, yeah, okay, so watch the space. As I say, the order goes out on Monday. Okay. Well, this is one of the shortest show and tells we've ever had. It's not given how long last month's was. So what we will do is we will break for 5 minutes so that people have to go to the restroom or anything, they can do so. And then we'll do club business, and then we'll start the talk. Okay? So 5-minute break. Thank you very much.